MrBeast is currently undergoing the most massive cover-up in YouTube history. He's allegedly deleting thousands of comments, editing out his old videos, and even sending some cease and desist letters to ex-employees speaking out about this. Finally, a lot of the Squid Game IRL contestants complained that the games were too real and that a lot of people got injured. The contestants in the internet stars Beast Games expected outlandish challenges and signed contracts that acknowledge the risks of serious injury and death. Do you want a heart to save your life, or do you want a MrBeast wrap Tesla? No brainer, I'd be taking the Tesla. Baba Booey. What's up, American ISIS and Chris Tyson's WestJet 65 Venezuelan trillionaire here. And today we're talking about Mr. Breast. Oh, and literally 1% of you are subscribed. So be sure to subscribe. Yeah, stuff ain't looking so hot for Mr. Cease and Toist. Remember earlier how I mentioned he was deleting comments? Well, this is a graph somebody made that actually shows how many comments stay on the videos versus how many are actually put out. There's also been a massive drama regarding the amount of dislikes his videos get. Some people believe that the return YouTube dislike extension is accurate, and MrBeast has been getting utterly and totally smoked, while others don't. Drama Alert apparently reached out to MrBeast and got the real numbers, but I honestly doubt 99.6% is accurate. But who knows? It could be. I must say it. Who gives a crap about comments and YouTube dislikes? We're here for justice. Now, we're not here to cancel MrBeast because that's honestly cringe. We're here to check out the cease and desist stuff, among other things, disclosing sensitive, confidential, proprietary information. Company B.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel nervous, or do you feel
No.
excited?
I feel confident.
You feel
He's not excited.
Obel actually got the guy and interviewed him about the whole MrBeast thing, which is awesome, and he seems to be doing fine. Because if I was getting sued by MrBeast, I'd be pooping a brick. I know he's not necessarily getting sued right now. It's just a cease and desist. But damn, that's scary. Anyway,
you need to keep me updated on your cease and desist, because you're not ceasing or desisting. It seems like.
If MrBeast is Batman, this guy's his Joker. He finally met his maker. If anybody's able to cover up something of this massive scale, it's MrBeast. Maybe even with the help of YouTube, because some of this stuff is looking a bit sketchy. But I still can't get over the fact that Chris Tyson literally became a nightmare for MrBeast and essentially ruined his life and put his business in jeopardy. Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways are fake.
Did they fake giveaways, you think?
I think some of them just kind of slip through the cracks, or it's like, you know, you're giving away 1,000 phones, maybe one producer, they want one for their nephew or something. It's no one's like actually regulating. It's not like the FTC is watching over their shoulder. So you can get away with some small things here and there.
That's why I think the cease and desist was a bit weird, and the response from the other MrBeast employees was sketchy at best. They were dead-ass arguing about a raccoon instead of addressing the illegal lottery accusations.
What about the raccoon?
Raccoon was... Dude, the raccoon, in reality, it's much worse than being a paid actor. And there's a scene where somebody off camera takes the raccoon and like throws it onto the bed, and I'm sure you can pull this clip up. The edit is very strange because there's a zoom in and pan up, so it like hides the fact that the raccoon is going on the bed, but what it's really doing is hiding the fact that someone's throwing the raccoon. And then there's a voiceover in post of Jimmy saying, "Oh man, the raccoon just ran in the hotel," or whatever, and they're like screaming at it, and so it's like almost, I wouldn't say animal abuse, but like it's kind of borderline mistreatment.
Chris Tyson, leave the kids alone. MrBeast, leave the raccoons alone. This isn't cool. Personally, I have an idea why MrBeast's team never mentioned anything about the illegal lotteries, because they're probably trying to go through with this on a legal channel. The radio silence. While doing research for this video, I found Dogpack404's Twitter, and he's following one person. Yep, you guessed it, MrBeast. That sent me laughing so hard. This is a generational level of hater once in a blue moon. I understand we're all sitting here in our tidy whities thinking we're some sort of law experts, but what do you guys think in the comments? Does MrBeast really have a case against this guy? If you've watched his video, I don't really think he said anything too bad. He basically oopsie-daisy exposed them for faking a few signatures and maybe running a few lotteries for kids. Basic stuff that we would all do, to be honest. Let's not lie to ourselves, guys. If me and you were MrBeast, we'd start our own freaking website called beast.com and put roulette and slots on it. Gamble, idiots. You understand If you watch the entire context of all my gambling over 15 months, you'll see it as 99.8% big wins.
Number one, the illegal lottery thing. That's bad, okay? That's like objectively bad. That's a crime, that's fraud. Nobody should do that. Secondarily, the big thing is like, that people have said for so long is that his videos are faked. And like the extent of which they are faked. Do you think that some of the philanthropy channel videos are like faked? They're obviously a different thing because it's all for good. Like, what is your stance on the philanthropy aspect of the MrBeast industrial complex?
Before he replies, I wanted to interject here. This guy's actually a very good interviewer. I've got to give this guy hella credit because some of these questions are pretty hard-hitting and juicy. To be honest, I'm on MrBeast's side here because it's a massive stretch to say that just because he faked the raccoon, it means that he's going to be faking his philanthropy because one is much worse than the other. You know what I mean? MrBeast can easily write off the raccoon's entertainment, but he can't just write off the wells. He can't just not build the wells or, like, tear them all down. Although it would be funny in a twisted way if he sort of built the wells, got the views, and then took them down. But I digress.
It's hard to go into the philanthropy right now because that's kind of what I'm investigating.
Okay.
And I've received DMs from people who I have verified as MrBeast employees claiming different ways in which they're sort of fluffed up, you know? And it's sort of a controlled narrative. Like, I'll give one example, which is a DM I received about somebody saying that when he healed 1,000 blind people, many of those people were going to get the surgery for cheap or for free regardless.
They did say MrBeast was expediting the process, but the implication was there. So the fact that he's even saying this leads me to believe that he has some sort of valid sources to back this up. Because this is a risky game he's playing. It's one thing to get sued by a bum off the street who can't keep a court case running indefinitely because they'd run out of money, but this is Mr. Cease and Desist. His pockets run deep. Looking at it, MrBeast's numbers did take a hit. He's gaining fewer subs than he did before. Now he's not losing subs like my stupid clickbait thumbnail might make you think, but this is a pretty big change. This is a ski lift level drop in subs. Like, it's not looking good. A YouTuber named Upper Echelon actually made a great video discussing the cover-up in great detail and the amount of comments that are actually deleted. I'll play the video here. Here's a complete list of the comments, by the way, where you can see things like this, showcasing that all at once. For various keywords and phrases, dozens or even hundreds of comments will disappear in close proximity to each other. For example, comments simply containing the word script were suddenly mass deleted. Comments containing the word fake were mass deleted as well. For the sake of transparency, I'm going to link this file down below in the description, along with other resources for anyone that wants to check or go back and see if their comment shows up here. Keep in mind this is a rough 36-hour snapshot from the 4th to midway through the 5th of August, 2024. It's not the entire lifespan of the video. Is he taking notes from Shazam and deleting all the negative criticism? 20,000 deleted comments is crazy, in my opinion. Deleting comments is the most loser activity you can do. And I'm not saying MrBeast is sitting himself in his tidy whities doing this. It's his team doing it. And, you know, they might think this is the best decision. But I have to humbly disagree.